Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give you guys a review and recap on赤髪のShirayuki-hime. In other words, you could call it Snow White with the red hair, which is on episode 4. Now, this episode right here. Now that I've watched this episode, honestly, who is best girl for this season for me? As I said, it's pretty obvious after watching the first 3 episodes along with this episode. I'm pretty found my best girl. Okay, no matter what, no one can talk me out of it. Fight me if you can, but hey, it is what it is. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, at the beginning, of course, we have to it that one of our test examiners for the herbalist for the medical exam, etc., has given out a test that's gonna be very pretty strong, but we have to it that things are starting to look pretty crazy here and there. Well, not too crazy, but relaxing. And then we have to it that Shirayuki is just getting ready for the examination until she sees someone going somewhere, and then she decides to follow that person. It was actually Ryu, one of the youngest court herbalists, which is to my shock and surprise. I'm thinking about oh my gosh, dude, what kind of person would know how to do this kind of thing? And after having a little small talk with him about this and that, and then he actually blushed out and flushed after seeing her red hair, and I'm thinking in my mind, yeah, everyone's gonna fall for her, okay? What you talking about? As the episode continues. And as as it as it plays its procedure here and there, we have to it that things are starting to look a little pretty hectic. Well, not too hectic, but at a certain point when it came to Shirayuki giving her examination to watch over the garden and see how it goes and so forth, she ends up looking at a couple things here and there, and Zen ends up interfering, but that did not come out so well, and he was locked in as this perpetrator that locks him in thought might be the enemy, or possibly troublemaker. And when Shirayuki looked at something, she realizes something was wrong with one of the plants. One of them was supposed to bloom up, not down, and therefore she decided to taste the water, and she realized it's sweet. And therefore looks at the other plants right now and tries to take a look at a couple things here and there. And by that time, things kind of gotten out of hand and hectic for a while. Though she realizes that a certain plant was not put in the right position or given the right water, possibly. And she actually said the difference and said it to Zen. And I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, dude, how much of a good memory or intelligence do you even have in your head? Well, not to be rude or anything, that kind of thing. Eventually, she spent the entire night replanting them and realizes something was wrong. And then the examiner comes on by the next morning and was told about some kind of incident happened last night. And Shirayuki explains what happened here and there, and even though she was actually shocked and surprised, and she therefore puts her as a apprentice because the test and exam was tell the difference between this and that about the plant. And I'm thinking in my mind, wow, dude. And she says, you could have said that in the written report, but I never expected you to replant the entire thing. Oh my gosh, you're pretty crazy. I'm thinking in my mind, woman, there's more to it than meets the eye, okay? And then I think her teacher or being an apprentice to a certain court was Ryu, the little boy who's the young herbalist court. She got into a little bickering with one of the patients about Ryu being using poison test subjects, and Shirayuki reprimands the man. Goes you do understand that these poisons that on the plants are supposed to protect themselves from danger, right? And so forth. Eventually, as she ended up continuing her work or something, and has a little small bickering about Ryo being a little foolish here and there. Ryo doesn't really know how to act about humans because he's only a child, you know, and he's probably has a better brain than anyone else, you know, that kind of thing. Eventually, as Shirayuki was doing her work, we have to it that uh, that one of the examiners or something just like gave the records to Shirayuki to take a look at because eventually like she might play a certain role in it. And as she reads the medical records about a couple things, when she read to the part where he actually gotten sick and has a fever and has trouble walking here and there, she was actually being emotional. And Ryo ends up telling Zen about this, and Zen comes on by and says, "Took a look at my medical records, huh? Well, it's no big deal, but it's something to be serious about, though." And then he brings Shirayuki to his arms and says, "I'll tell you what, I'll stay here until you stop tearing up. How's that sound?" And therefore she says, "Okay." And Shirayuki ends up talking to Ryu for a bit as Ryu goes like, "Hey, are you angry at me?" And then Shirayuki says, "Say my full name and then I'll tell you if I'm angry or not." And then he had some trouble saying it, but he actually said it, and that's pretty cool. And then it ends up with a smile here and there. And I think next episode, don't know what it's gonna be about, but I think like another like another event is set into motion anyway. Overall, pretty cool episode, you know. Just seeing Shirayuki smiling and tearing up and so forth. I've been in my mind, oh my gosh, why am I choosing this girl as my best girl of the season? Okay, so call me crazy, call me nuts and bolts, whatever you want to say, but I actually enjoyed this episode a lot. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye.